Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 7 now of Tub Talk with me, Viz, and
Sable.
so let's see. Talking about today. First thing is, I put a video up that was not a positive one. I usually just talk about game stuff. I don't get any of personal stuff. I just had a video where I honestly said what I felt about the team. I think it was fair. I don't think I was angry or outlandish or trying to get views for negativity. I was just saying how I felt and putting it in public.
You just spent $50 on like a tune, and it didn't feel worth it.
Yeah, because the team itself was broken, and then they already made the team poop as was by not. We've talked about that before on TikTok about not, having mercs like Paladin and Silver Sable would have made more sense. Like even putting Misty Knight on there, taking her off Heroes for Hire, would have made more sense. She's the one that hires the mercs. Heroes for Hire. Like so many things would have made more sense.
Yeah.
Than Old Man Logan and Dakin. But I digress. So the event. Actually, let's go into the team first. So, Mr. Pinnacle, what did you say was going on with him?
Apparently, he is not. When I played with him in Crucible today, when he was hitting, it didn't look like he was doing any damage, and then the health he was stealing was like nothing compared to the people he was hitting. So, from what I'm looking at, it seems like he's stealing from him, or taking a percentage of his own health instead of the other team's health.
Gotcha. So rather than doing like Ebony Maw, he's instead just healing on his own health type stuff.
It's something.
Which right now, low stars is not very much.
And I mean, it didn't help that I only took one turn with him and then he was yeeted with Kestrel's ultimate, so he couldn't even revive. But I digress.
Yeah, mine's not having that. Well, I mean, I guess it could still have one of the big Kestrel, but. Yeah,
I was just testing at a bunch of different things in Crucible.
And how big do you have yours now?
He's 18.
Oh, it is 18. You're paying
Yeah.
for. Okay.
I 18.
Yeah, same with mine. 18.
I was debating on spending more cores and doing another 10 drop, but.
And what ISO did you put on him?
I have Striker on him.
So you went for the Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah.
Which is great. I love it.
Which might work when he gets higher up, but lower. I mean, what did I take him against the other day? It was, an Infest in War. And they kicked ass against that team, and they didn't die.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing they didn't die, because they weren't reviving at the time I did it.
Right. Which now it appears, after my little ranty video about them not working, it appears that Deadpool is now reviving.
Yes.
So that's a positive.
Yeah.
So that's nice that I got it fixed right away, considering, people spent money on the team.
And apparently, Beyond Boys knew Deadpool wasn't working weeks ago when they reworked and put with Deathpool. That Deathpool wasn't reviving them, but none of us would have known to even think to test it.
Right, because we don't have a tester.
Or even in game, they're not on the same team. So why would you think let's pull those two off and just throw them together and see what happens?
Right. Yeah.
Nobody was using those two together right now. Now with the 3-piece.
Yeah.
Trying to decide who I want my secondaries to be.
Right now I'm using Cable, and then let's see who else I use. I use Cable X23. I think was the other one that I was using the other day. Gwenpool, if it's on defense, is my 5th, just because it makes sense. The team makes sense that way, different pools and Cable, because Cable is his buddy, like he's part of the group. Having fun with it.
Mm-hmm.
So, which is kind of what I was hoping that it would do. Like, why not put a Deadpool corp on anybody that is part of the Deadpool corp and actually give us 5 Deadpool corps, and then we would have 6 people.
Maybe in the next 5 years. That'll happen when they rework the team for the 5th time, and Deathpool is on her 10th team.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Well, apparently, and Yeah, I know I sound like the kid from the meme. Apparently, Jackal was mentioned, I guess, in like some kind of campaign thing, which Jackal is a Spider-Man foe. He was at one point part of a Sinister Six, but he's a bad guy. So if he were to come to the game, that'd be kind of cool.
Get some more villains.
Some more villains. Villains are always nice. They're fun.
They are. Yeah, I was excited for the team, and then when I got them and tried, it was just like, really? I just wasted, 8,000 some odd cores to do what?
Ooh, shaking your boots.
I know.
You
but
got
it saved.
below 30,000 now?
No. Yeah, well, yeah, I'm at 25.
Oh my gosh.
I did a 10 spin, got 82, and I'm like, shoot, I might need to open 3 more if I get the minimum. I opened 1 more orb, and I got a 20 drop. So I'm like, okay, good.
Unlocked.
I'll take 11 orbs.
And I went the easy way. I gave him $50 and got my character that I was looking forward to.
Yep.
So we both did different ways with the same results. Both got pretty much 100 shards. So.
And now I'm debating on, do I really want to? But it's just weird because you're getting him, you're not going to get back in, most likely, free to play, or even Vanderpool free to play before Old Man Logan gets here.
Yeah, that's the most
because his event starts at
dumb
24.
thing. Right.
Like, when have we ever got the legendary before the team?
Yeah, not really that I can think of. If I'm wrong, put it in comments that I'm wrong. But I can't really think of a team that was out other than like APOC, of course, because the Horseman was part of his team. You had to have them in order to get him. But I can't think of a legendary that came out before his whole team. No, he was fine. He wasn't out before his whole team.
No,
so
yeah, he needed his whole team to get him.
Somebody who was out before his actual team was out. I can't really
Black
think.
Bolt, no. Omega Red, he was the last on that.
He was the last on that. And I think it was pretty easy to get his. X Factor never had a 5th, so he didn't have to really worry about that. They're hard to get. Infinity Watch was out forever before.
Warlock.
I mean, maybe Darkhold, maybe because of how hard Agatha was to get. That could be because she wasn't fountainable.
Yeah.
She's the reason why that word came about, fountainable. Yeah. And I don't think she was.
She wasn't even really an orb exclusive. She was just randomly
hard to find.
Yeah.
Super freaking hard to find. So maybe Agatha would be considered that, but that's all I can think of. I don't think anybody else.
But even that, her release method was out, and free to play could have gotten her.
Yeah, it was just hard. That was one of the hardest ones.
Unless it started later on.
Because she was that stupid arena one, wasn't she?
I don't know. And then it was like one of the first ones where we had to open the orbs.
Yeah, and she was so hard.
Which led to milestone points or something. I don't know.
Unless you were like Whaley McWhaley.
So many events are crap.
Yeah, but
this next one, if I have to spend that much more ISO energy just to get to the monthly piece.
So what I'm telling people now is as soon as the event's over, just start hoarding your energy.
Yeah, you're going to have to because we have an alliance one.
Do your minimum that you need for the dailies, the 600, 400. Do all your 50 spins so you get that extra energy. So the 50 spin is going to give you 480 energy, ISO, and 480 campaign energy. So the ISO right there, you're banking 80. You get 3 freebies a day, so that's another 80, I think, ISO energy is what you get free, right? I think it's 80. I think it's 80 and 80 campaign energy in that. It might be 100 of the campaign energy. But anyway, so there's another 240 at the minimum. So you're already talking 320 a day you're saving there, and then your web store gives you another 80. So that's 400. You get 400 extra ISO a day that you don't need if you just stop right at that 400 mark, which is a hard number to get to because there's 12s and 24s and 36, and the way they do it, it's not in 10s. Yeah. Campaign energy is easier, and the 600 is kind of the same thing. You get the same kind of thing, and then there's a natural buildup, but you don't get the buildup once you get it max.
Yeah.
You don't get that, so that kind of sucks. But you can still bank over and save like 400 ISO a day, and I think you can save like 300 campaign energy a day if you do it that way. And so that's 200, 400 cores, and then do 50 cores in incursion rate energy a day, so that's another 60 you're getting every day there. So that's 450 cores a day to spend.
Nothing.
Yeah.
You don't make that many a day.
You do. You do. With the daily objectives, with Arena, and what you get for the gold spending. So if you spend that 1.3 magic number, you get like, I think it's 75 cores there.
And you get 200.
If you do
depending on where you're at in arena.
in arena, yeah, it's like 200. And then you get, I think it's 150 from the daily objectives. So that's 350 and 75, so we're talking 425 right there. And then from campaign energy spending, that's the 600 twice. That 1200 mark gets you another, I think, 50. So, and then there's other things that get you power cores as well as you go through. Just, new nodes and stuff that come out, like these events when they come out and stuff, they have power cores.
But I've already finished all of that.
Well, maybe. Some people haven't. So, I mean, there's a little extra there. And then also the achievements. How many cores do you have still in your achievements that you haven't even cashed out yet? You dirty hoarder.
It's like 600.
Yeah, see? So, you keep those achievements until you need them.
Yep.
That's what they're, it's a red dot. It's annoying, but just keep it. But yeah, if you play it smart, I mean, you can save quite a bit. I think Skilly one time saved like 14,000 ISO energy between two events.
Yeah. Which makes sense why some of these Whaley McWhales are at the top of these leaderboards for spending campaign
They don't need to do it.
Because...
And they don't even need daily objectives. They don't even need that. Because they're buying the strike pass anyways.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really make a difference to them. Yeah, no, absolutely. It makes sense that you wouldn't have to spend as much once you get to the top if you do it that way.
You've got nothing to really level up. You got nothing to gear up. You don't need anything. You just hoard it for the next tune.
And once you get to the top end, that's kind of where you start being. Like I was able to, within 20 minutes, get Panda Pool up to gear 18.
Yeah.
Right when it came out. And then I was able to look there and maybe debate on getting Domino up too, just because the revives weren't working. Mm-hmm. Which would have sucked if I had brought it up because it didn't work, and then all of a sudden now it works again.
Yeah.
But I really wanted to see the revives work like them. That's what I wanted. That's what the team's for.
Yeah. It sucks Pandas is so low of a chance, and it's
60%.
Never going to hit when you're on offense. I got it to hit once.
Which is why I put it on war defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. Oh, drinking tonight. I'm doing Ace Pineapple Cider. It's a wonderful drink. And
I got Blue Moon again.
Blue Moon. Non-alcoholic. Tasty, tasty. Let us know what you drink when you're listening to this in the comments. But, yeah, and so I'm quite excited about the team now that they're actually working, sort of. Panda Pool still needs a little fix. I'm excited about those three.
Mm-hmm.
Not excited about Dakin. I will release Dakin free to play. I'm not going to buy that character. I would ask that people not buy it either, just to show them, kind of how dirty they are.
It's kind of a lazy thing. I don't know. I don't get where the hell he even came from, who he is.
Yeah.
What's somebody who people want?
Yeah.
Who's going to be in this new Deadpool movie coming out?
Right. Yeah.
Look, you could have redone
Because
Wolverine.
there's an alternate version of Deadpool.
Yeah.
In the samurai version.
There's like 20
There's
variations
Dogpool.
of him.
It's supposed to be in the movie.
We already
You do
got
that.
Cosmo. Why not throw Dogpool?
Yeah. I mean, there's just so many things like you could have done. Oh, yeah, don't get me back on that because that was a negative
Hype
thing.
up the Marvel IP when the biggest hit of the summer is coming out. Come on, guys.
Yeah, and you throw somebody that wasn't even in the movie into the game. That's cool. I mean, it's good. We voted for it. We could have voted Lady Deadpool. We could have voted Panapool. We could have voted, who was the other one?
I don't
There's
remember.
a third. I can't remember. Somebody let me know in comments because that was the third one. I don't think it was Headpool. Maybe it was Kidpool. It might have been Kidpool. That might have been the other one. But anyways,
I don't know.
yeah, so we had the between the three. We voted Panapool, which is the right vote.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, Panapool is freaking cool. But just get a Lady Deadpool instead. That's what you did with the Alpha Flight. We got to vote for the top two. Why didn't we vote for top two of this? We didn't realize back then you're going to put fucking Dakin in with the team.
Right.
I mean, I kind of even see Old Man Logan being in it if it's got Dakin because it's like he went to see him in the future. Type thing, because Deadpool lives forever.
Yeah.
So he saw him when he's Old Man Logan. I mean, it kind of makes sense. You can stretch that story arc to be
And
that.
maybe that will play into the movie. Maybe that's how this movie ends. Is
Could be.
Wolverine's, going off into sunset.
Could be, but
We don't know yet.
and maybe Daken's in the movie. Maybe we don't know that either. But I doubt it. But it could be. It could be. Very well could be. And maybe we're just giving them too much of a hard time.
This is just a oops, spoiler alert.
But like I said, Daken, Dark Avengers. Not Daken mercs for money. Come on, he just kills because he wants to kill. That's all it is. He's just a bad guy.
And it's just funny they called it that. Because I almost wonder since COVID if the amount of money being spent has dropped. Because there's no reason for the whales and krakens to be spending what they spend anymore. Because they're at the top. They have everything. They've got all the resources saved. They don't need to spend.
Right.
Which I still would, wonder how many cores that would take to 7-7 attune, day one, and do they have that many saved up? But
I don't think so. If you said 8,000?
Well, yeah, 11,
to get the 100 unlock?
Just under 8,000, it's 7 something.
So it's 100, so you would need how much is it to unlock, to max out a character? It's 100, then 80s, so that's 180, 130's 210, 200's 410, 300 is 710. So you need 7 times that, so 56,000 cores.
If you don't pull a 180 or
right, and if you pull higher numbers, yeah. If you do the REM thing, which is you spend money and then or spend gold, go back in, open, all that fun stuff.
Get yourself in a good seed. Yeah,
a good seed. That's what the seed theory. That was escaping me.
I don't know. I mean, it's possible.
It's possible.
I mean, you're number 1 in arena, so what's that? 500 cores a day.
Yeah, 15,000 a month.
So, it would make sense. But
yeah, 15,000 a month, and that's just through that arena. That's not counting the daily stuff that you can get.
It just makes me wonder if profits are dropping and they're just scrambling.
Yeah, so I ask everybody, please do not spend on Daken. If you don't mind.
Right.
I mean, there's probably going to be maybe 60 people listen to this, 60, 70. But yeah, just I ask you people, just don't spend money on Daken. Just unlock it free to play. If nothing else, experience it. See how hard it is really for normal ass people to unlock without paying for it. If you normally buy, otherwise just have it be the one. That you're not going to buy for this one because it feels dirty. And instead, use those resources to level up the people for Old Man Logan because we're going to need them.
Yeah.
Cabal and out of time.
Even though they're not farmable, his event's the 24th.
Yeah, but I mean, there'll be deals for Cabal, is what I'm saying. So you usually get the deal on Cabal to get Old Man Logan up in the next star or whatever. No, if you're going to spend, is what I'm saying. If you're not spending already, it doesn't make a difference. But
that's even worse.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of interesting that Daken rhymes with Kraken. Next time how they're going with this one, and for money. Just saying. There's a lot of similarities there.
There is.
So, but anyways, yeah. So, team's kind of fun that we got so far. When you add Cable and you add somebody as the 5th, I mean, you can even do like a Dormammu or a Sus if you wanted to, and really have a bunch of fun. I mean, what are they? It's a Protector. It's a Blaster. Deathpool is. What is Deathpool? Is she a brawler? She's a brawler, hero brawler.
Yeah.
So she's a brawler. So, I mean, you can do it with Leader and have different ones there, Deathpool's a hero. No, they're gonna be heroes because I think Panapool's a hero too. Deathpool's a hero. I was gonna say maybe have 2 and 2. But if you did somebody else other than Deathpool, but then Deadpool wouldn't revive. So never mind, you kind of have to. So, no sus. Never mind. APOC. There you go. Have APOC as a 5th. But yeah, and then so the other thing we were wanting to talk about was the raids. That was one. So what do you think about these stealth buffs, what they're doing?
Yeah, it's getting to be annoying. Like, can't you... It's obviously because they're working on the code for the new raids.
Yeah.
Because there is no way RNG is that bad to where Node 1 yesterday I got destroyed.
Right.
The day before I simmed all the way through, no problems on anything.
Right.
And today I couldn't even get past Node 1 on Mutant or Mystic again.
So we were doing Incursion 2.2, not First Strike, the normal one. And people were having a hard time with RNG hitting SIM and losing nodes when they didn't think they should. And then we had a day where everybody was losing in every section, even when we were playing it.
Yeah.
It was like the difficulty got ramped up. So we decided, okay, let's drop down to 2.1. And lo and behold, same exact thing is happening.
Mm-hmm.
Same people dropping, same people seeming like they don't get any debuffs put on them, same people destroying you in levels. And we all know who those same people are, and that's Archangel, Nova, Kate Bishop, for some freaking reason, Cersei, Black Cat are the ones that kind of wreck you while you're on those levels.
And it's not like I've upgraded my team, so it's not that mobile gamer excuse, well, you upgraded your team, so you're killing people quicker and all that bullshit. No, my team has been the same.
Yeah.
I haven't touched it.
Yeah. And one day it's fine, the next day it doesn't. Yep. Absolutely.
I've tried layout different.
Because it used to be once you pass a level on Sim, you don't touch them.
Nope.
But now you do that, and every day is a different day.
Yep. So it's like, do you upgrade them, do you not upgrade them? And you're stuck in limbo, either coring or healing, and it's just a struggle to get to that 60%, and it's defeating a lot of people that they're just giving up on raids in general.
Yeah.
Like, what's the point? You get one Crimson Orb, like, what?
Yeah, one Crimson Elite and 8 of the other ones or something like that? 12 of the other ones?
Yeah.
Maybe more than that. It might be 20.
No. I think it's like 5.
No, I think it's like 12. Yeah, it's somewhere in there.
It's not many.
No, it's like 2,400.
Unless you finish maybe the top.
Yeah, but it's not a lot, like you said. It's really not. It's not enough to make us be like, okay, I want to try for this.
No.
Get 60% as a team, we're good. And I get now they're going to be like, oh, 100%. No. Don't make it so that 100% is what gets us more. Make it so that 60% gets us more. So we're not sitting there having to kick people because they're not doing their raids.
Because they're frustrated because they don't have the resources to upgrade their team because it no longer works.
Yep.
And then if they upgrade it, then it really doesn't work.
I mean, I have all my characters at 95, ISO 2.5, and all of their abilities pretty much. I think maybe some basics I don't have. And I'm losing.
Yeah. And mine, most of my raid teams are 95 to 100.
Whereas before level 100 came out, and I have them all maxed at this thing, I was passing the levels just fine.
Oh yeah, 95s.
Yeah, and now all of a sudden, well, yeah, because we didn't have anything above 95, and now all of a sudden when it's 100, now I can't pass at 95, 96,
with
97,
2 diamond Vow.
100, yeah, exactly. Vow. Like, it makes absolutely no sense. So please, Scopely, if you actually do listen to this, please, devs of Marvel Strike Force, if you actually listen to this, please CM Archangel or any envoy that might be listening to this, tell them to stop stealth buffing the raids, because it's really infuriating a lot of people. It's a constant complaint amongst all levels.
It's like they turn an RNG switch on, like, oh, it's going to be hard RNG today.
Yeah.
And we even went so far as to research who started the raid.
Right, we were having a different person back in the day, start them, and they were still like, because you would start them and all of a sudden they'd be easy. I'm like, all right, fine, you start them from now on, and the next day they're hard as hell. I'm like, shit, never mind, it's not you.
We tried that with D3. Hey, you started, you've got the highest TCP at the time.
Yeah. And now we're like, okay, so let's not finish this section until everybody's gone through a node to see if maybe once you complete the boss node, if everybody else has it a harder way. And that didn't even work. I mean, we're trying everything to get it to be something, and no.
When it was reliably 60 to 80%. We almost 100%ed one time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's like, the only reason we didn't, I think one of our members was at the lake or whatever.
Yeah.
It wasn't that long ago, but
yeah, we won't mention Creons. Let's not do that. But family is more important. It's all good. We don't mind. It's not like people were coring for it.
And it wasn't planned. No, we were just, oh hey, we're like right
shit,
there.
We're at 95. Like, this is crazy. Can we get it? Nope. He's at the lake. Okay, well, never mind. Maybe next time. And we hadn't got close since.
No.
Like maybe 70s.
Maybe that was what triggered extreme hard mode.
Right. It's like
once you get to that 95%.
You got 80%. Now it's time to upload. Get fucked, Commander.
It blows my mind how a maxed out level 100 diamond team
Yeah.
can't do the raids that was built for 7.7 tunes.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure these came out before Diamonds.
Yeah, they did. Well, before we had Diamonds, at least.
So.
Yeah.
And maybe it's coincidence, but it was not this difficult or this random before they announced the next raids that Cabal and Alpha Flight are going to be needed for.
Correct.
It seems like once they announced that,
it wasn't this bad before.
Those.
Right before Spider Society came out, it wasn't this bad.
Yeah.
Now there's like, oh, now you can make it through skill. We're gonna fuck you with the rest of it. It's all gonna be just hardcore
Right?
pounding.
Even Hive Mind, yeah, because whatchamacallit, Rebirth wasn't quite working.
You lose on Node 2 now with Hive Mind.
I add sus. I take Venom out and add sus.
But that's what I'm saying. We never needed to.
No.
We can get through the boss on Sim.
Yeah.
No problem. Now we're losing on Node 2. Are you joking me? The Node shit doesn't even have people that should be that difficult. I think it's Gambit on that one. No, Gambit's the pinger on Pegasus nodes. Yeah, I can't remember who it is on 2, but yeah, it's just like, it doesn't have, oh, that's the one where Cersei gets dropped at the end.
Probably.
And it's like, that it's nothing. Like, we should be able, and it has shield security over to the far left.
And by then, you should get so much speed meter that by the time they
don't
drop,
even take turns.
Yeah, they stand there and look dumb.
Yeah, they're just like doing a little dance.
But I don't know. It's because I don't see coding and I don't know how that stuff works. It's like something, when they do other things in game, triggers just an endless avalanche of bugs.
Yeah.
Where tunes stop working, resist is different. Like, there's something going on internally.
Yeah, just please stop. Please stop. It just makes it it makes it a thing we don't want to do when you do stuff like that.
And with so much now, there's this event gated behind it. And I'm stuck on node 1, so I've been sitting at 50 energy all day because I can't get past Mystic Node, and I have no reason to try and heal them for the third time to pass it.
Oh shoot, I gotta get in there and help you.
And we have an event going on, so it's like...
It's quite full.
We can't get anywhere in these
anybody
raids.
doing raid teams on this?
It is 40 points per raid battle.
Somebody's been playing Magic today with the kids and didn't get on. Heaven forbid I take a little time to spend time with my kids playing card game. Didn't do my raids. My bad. Suck it up, Buttercup. Yeah, I'm gonna finish my raids. Help you out there, wifey. I'm sorry. But yeah, please stop stealth buffing him because it doesn't make any sense to us. And then, if we got through raids faster, we'd be able to do the fun stuff like practicing for war and setting defenses and leveling up our tunes and maybe spending a bit of money and, maybe something like a strike pass or something. That one piece over there on the strike pass top right, I really need that. Because I want to level this. No, instead we're worried about our raid teams and we don't want to level them up because we're pissed off. If everything was all nice and footloose and fancy free, we might be a little bit more, thank you for doing this. This was an easy, nice day. I had a lot of time. I had a lot of good time. Maybe I'll, reward you with buying a little purchase here or there.
I bet I would have probably still continued to spend and buy every tune and probably every strike pass if the events seemed more achievable free to play. But the fact that they're so unachievable for a tryhard like me, for some of them, I'm like, okay, well, what's the point? I'm not going to spend
even if I
to reward you for holding me back on the shards.
Because you're like, even if I spend, I'm only getting them at 3-4 stars.
Yeah.
Whereas before, if you spent, you were guaranteed to get that 5th star, and sometimes 6. Now it's like you're going to unlock either way.
And now all these events, you need them at 5, 6, and 7. Like,
and they're going to be farmable or come out with a strike pass later on anyway. So why?
Yeah.
What's the deal? Why do you need to buy them? Yeah, you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot there, Scopely.
Yeah, I got a whopping, 2,000 points in this bullshit event?
Yep.
Because I only have the 2 of them.
Yep.
I can't get her. So the rest of it's all on the web milestone, which isn't much. And a shit ton of ISO energy.
Yeah.
To get to the monthly piece. Hello? Why is it that you need them at 5, 6, and 7?
Right.
It's stupid.
Right.
Go ahead, reward the Krakens because you're still trying to win them back after the Thanos giving bullshit fiasco.
Oh my God, yeah.
Stop kissing their ass because you're driving away more players than you're keeping. But maybe their dollars are more important than the rest of the community.
Well, if you took percentages, I think probably the 30% of the money they make is spenders, and 30% of the money they make are the mid-game players. So it's probably even. And then the other 40 that's in there is made up from between new players and late game players that, are dolphins and whatnot.
Yeah.
So.
But me as a year 6 player, I wouldn't recommend anybody start now. Like, nope, sorry, you're going to be too far behind. There is no way, even with your boosted bullshit accounts, that you would ever be able to catch up. And
I see that's the problem. You're talking about people catching up. And I think if you look at the game, because that's how you look at the game, you look at it as catching up and trying to be in game. And that's the kind of player you are. If you come into this game like, oh, I'm going to compete with Better Abel. I'm going to compete with Face Fury.
Yeah.
I'm going to compete with Platypus. Then no, you're sadly mistaken. You're never going to be there.
No. But
Ever.
even Crucible, by the time they unlock Crucible, all those dead accounts are sitting down there with 3 million teams on defense.
Yeah, but you're never going to get there. Now, if you're a player like me that wants to get in, just do your stuff, have fun, theory craft, build teams, enjoy it, do some war, find out new counters for new things, and build your account, collect your account, and build your characters, then, yeah, new player can play. I think it's going to be fine. I don't worry about being the top whatever.
I think it would be gatekeeps too bad, because APOC, you're building tunes you don't need anymore, hardly, to get even APOC.
Yeah.
And then without APOC, it's a nightmare to even go through and get sus.
Well, so this is the other thing. I think I've said this quite a few times on Tough Talk. If you are a new player, only build your arena team, those 5 people up to your player level. The rest should be 10 levels below. And the only ones that should be 10 levels below your player level are the ones that you're going for next. So when you start off, you only need 1 raid team. So pick a raid team that's also going to be an APOC unlock, right? So pick your Gambit, your Nemesis, Dark Beast, Death Seed. Death Seed's a great raid team. It really is. Mm-hmm. But you can also use Darkhold for a lot of that stuff as a raid team. So pick those characters, and that's the only ones you're going to level up, and you're going to keep those 10 below your player level. So that way, when you reach 85, well, now I can go for APOC. Because my character is going to be at 75 now that I've been leveling up.
What is the likelihood you're going to be able to even get them? Because you still got to go through the Morgan Le Fay Scourges, you got to go through the Rogue ones. Yes, they've added more tunes to be able to unlock and get through there, but even of those tunes, how many of them are reliably farmable for a player? They don't have access to the War Store.
Well, not until you get to level
Store.
60, 55 or 60.
And now, with the boosted, you're probably getting there quicker, but then you're still got to be able to compete in Crucible and have fun with that when you have like 10 tunes.
Well, that's the other thing with Crucible. Don't compete hardcore.
Yeah. Don't put a defense,
play it
just
easy.
play offense.
Try to win 2, lose 1. Win 1, lose 2, like back and forth. Kind of stay slowly building up. You're not going to see those hardcore people when you play against them.
No, you do. You stay with them because they're doing basically the same thing, and I'm stuck competing against the same fuckers week in and week out.
Because I think that in the background it doesn't only go by your score, but it goes by, or your win-loss, but it also goes by your score. I would think in the background that's the way it goes.
Off of how many trophies you have, and at least
trophies and then
people
score.
have the same exact score.
Because we don't know the actual algorithm, but I'm really think that it has the other thing too. So if these people that are just sitting there aren't really doing anything and they're getting zeros, you're going to fly by them because you're actually doing points.
But the problem is even though they're not attacking and they don't attack, people can't get by their defense. So they're
I get that, but they're getting 0 points is what I'm saying. Damage points or whatever you want to call it.
But they're still coming in first place, taking those rewards.
And that's fine, but you're going to be in a different spot as they were because you're going to have the damage points. Is what I'm saying. They'll get the trophies, but you'll get the trophies and the damage points. Yeah. And you'll just kind of skip by them because they're not really doing any damage. I would hope that's how the algorithm's set up.
I don't think so. Because I'm still in the same bracket for the last couple of weeks with players who haven't played in months. And they're still right there on the leaderboards with me because nobody can get past their defense.
I should really go talk to these people about how to do an algorithm. I really, really should.
They just don't think things through. And who knows how much old code is there from other leaderboards and other things. Look at how long it took to get season rewards because the leaderboards were messed up.
Yeah. Yeah,
And all these other
I
leaderboards
agree.
that keep getting messed up.
But yeah, I think as a new player, like if you did it right, and you actually listen to people that know what they're doing, not people who be like, oh yeah, build this team up max, like no, 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 just your arena team. Take your 5 dudes, up to your max, and if you find somebody that fits better, you unlock them, take them up, and leave that one behind, and do that as you go up. If you do that and you play it smart, you don't run out of resources. You don't run out of gear. You don't run out of T4s.
Yeah, and a lot of them, they don't have to upgrade minions. They don't have to worry about touching a minion now. Look at all those minions we had to take to 65 to get Fury.
You don't have to upgrade Mantis. You don't have to upgrade Kree. You don't have to upgrade X Factor.
Yeah, the hand. Like for all those challenges, the rewards aren't worth it. To take all my hand, I'll sit at the 5-star. I'm fine. I don't need to upgrade my tunes to 6.
You don't have to upgrade Heimdall. You don't have to upgrade. There's so many characters that you don't have to touch anymore that are part of that, and it's a benefit for them. It should be easier. You just got to plan it out and do it right. You got to plan it out and do it right. And then once you get to a level, like I tell people in Alpha, it's like there's 9 offensive teams really that you want to have, and that's it. Work on those. Those are your 9 teams that can punch up the most. The rest, have them whatever level, take out shield teams, use your arena team or whatever, but...
We're fighting this team today in war, and they've got purple on defense. Purple and orange tunes on defense. Yeah.
I haven't got into war yet.
Young Avenger, or new Avengers, but I thought about panda pooling it and seeing what happens. But...
That's crazy.
It's just like...
That's crazy.
But you're up there with more trophies than us? How?
Well, it's because you shelled, yeah.
Yeah.
You know how that works. You're a dirty cheater. A dirty cheater. But yeah, dude, a new player might have an okay experience. It's just all who you listen to. I don't know how many people listen to
Nobody really doing anything new player.
Yeah, and even when I watched, I watched a dude the other day that was like day 31, new account, and he's talking on the video. I've unlocked these things. I'm doing my dailies now. This is what's going on. Like, oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can listen to that. But I mean, I tried. I'm gonna give it a watch, and it's just like, geez.
When you watch it on closed captioning.
Yeah, and then you got like people like these big time streamers start up baby accounts and telling you how to do these things this way, and people are gonna listen to that and do it by the gospel. Like that is the way to do it. It's not. It's not. That's their opinion. Just like this is my opinion. There's a million ways you can build an account.
They're getting paid lots of money to open that account and to build it and do things that you're not seeing on camera.
It's like I would not mind doing that, but the problem is I don't really want to start over. I have 5 already. I don't want to start over with the 6th account and do it over. Like, no, thank you.
I told my alliance mates that maybe we could sit down and go through Dark Dimensions with lower tunes that people might have and show them how they work, but even that's going to be skewed because the teams they're going to want to take in are tunes we've got maxed out. So it's not going to.
We might be able to do something like that because my beginner account, I have made it a purpose, my beginner account, not to level up anybody past 85. That's just where I'm stopping with everybody, is 85. Because I can unlock APOC 85. So I don't need to get big boy APOC. Really don't. It doesn't bother me any. Because even in war, these battles we're doing, what do we do first with APOC? What's the first ability you use in the battle? Special. So why do I need the ult?
Yeah.
I don't need the ult first. That's for Arena. And Arena, he's not used hardly anything anymore. Really, his use is to take away Safeguard so they can't use Safeguard on spawn. That's really the use.
Yeah, it's hit or miss. Some days I'll fall down to the 50s. Other days I stay up in the 20s.
But I'm saying a new account.
Yeah.
I'm not going to really battle up against that. It's all going to be the new hotness. Void Knight, Extreme, Craven, Vulture. Black Knight, if you can get him. Vulture, GGC.
Still haven't seen a shard.
Weaver, Eternals, I'm still seeing there. Beginner account. It's like, boy. So, yeah, I don't know. That was kind of fun. Just like leaving it at that level. Not worry about anybody higher.
which can be smart. Another thing that just popped into my head.
Go for it.
This event has diamonds for this chick, this Penny, whatever.
Yeah.
So does that mean we're free to play not gonna see her in the store for another 6 months?
Month probably. I think all of them did like a month.
Because Nova was forever ago.
'Cause remember, even APOC was a month. We had the thing where you can get diamonds. It was a month
way
later.
Longer than a month.
I think it was
I
like.
thought Faye was December. Like I thought diamonds on APOC were like one of the first things they did. And then there was Nova.
I think one of the first things they did was that gold suit for APOC.
Yeah.
Then they did the 3 diamond, and then like a month later you can get them for diamonds.
And they're still, maybe, hopefully when they put the awakened abilities to buy with raid credits, they'll put
God.
Green Goblin in
GGC?
there.
Huh.
But I don't even know what they do. I haven't even looked into it because there's been no
It's
way
Crucible
to get them.
stuff.
Oh,
It shows how much they care about Crucible.
yeah, I guess. And they already,
They push
He
Crucible,
works.
and then
and then the Whales and Krakens can stay ahead. in
but they already
Crucible.
have the abilities.
Yeah, because they
unlocked
bought it.
because they got it when it came out.
Yeah, and they
Yes,
bought
they
it.
don't care.
So, yeah, they got to keep them up there in Crucibles.
Yeah, so let's not worry about it because that's
Yeah.
where you get your
Or
diamonds.
they just are that stupid and completely forgot about
I
it.
mean, it could be a little bit of both. Could be a little bit of both. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, they work now to take out Black Cat or whoever in Crucible currently, so
Yeah. Everybody.
maybe with his ability it'll be,
I haven't found a
Quicker
team
and
that I
easier?
can't beat with Sinister Six
yeah.
in Crucible. But I'm not a sweaty tryhard either. I just hit auto. Come back and it's one. I'm like,
Every
sweet.
person I've faced so far this week has had every room filled with raid teams, except for 6, which is Secret Defenders.
Which goes to
And this
show you
has
where people are
Quicksilver.
going now.
Yeah. Every raid team.
It's because everybody wants incursion when they're at 3 million TCP.
Yeah.
That's why.
That's all the teams they have built.
Yeah.
And that's why they couldn't get through me. The last
I'm
guy
going to
couldn't
be
get through
a
me.
sweaty raid person and be as high rate as I
Yep.
can and have absolutely nothing for war, absolutely nothing for events. Yeah, absolutely. That's how it is. That's how they build teams now because that's the way they listen to people and how it should be. But it's not.
But raids are such a minuscule part of the game as far as
Yeah,
resources
because
go.
those same people are the ones that bitch that I don't have any training modules. I don't have any T4s. I don't have any T1s and T2s.
Right.
I don't have any of this, and the other thing. It's like, well, yeah, it's because you went up in raids too bad damn fast.
Yep.
Chill your life, you know.
Well, I'm
chillax
running
a
out of
little
raid
bit.
credits. Like I have more of
Which is crazy to me.
Well, because I buy my SBCs and whatnot, and all my tunes are maxed. So
Oh,
when
yeah.
big time Spider-Man went in
SBCs
there,
are what, 10,000 a piece?
They're expensive as fuck.
Every time it refreshes?
And you don't get that many
Boy.
for a raid.
No, not that many.
You might get 8K a raid if you're lucky.
Boy.
I can't remember the rewards, but they're trash.
You realize that you can farm those on those, right? On the ABCs?
Oh, I know, but I just buy them when I get one. Like I have none. But when Big Time came out, I had like 600,000 or 700,000 raid energy credit saved, and I hoard.
Oh, that's right.
his-
Because he's a war defense team.
Yeah, so I maxed him out within 20 minutes of him going into the orders.
So people listening to this,
Don't do that.
don't max out your raid credits on a tune. Just buy them when you see them.
Yeah, and then because Craven went in there, so I finished him too. So yeah, I
But
just
also,
haven't
it's
been
like
built back up.
when you're going through stores, okay, I honestly think the way that I do stores is the smartest way to do stores. If I see a unique that's under 72, I buy it. If I see a mini unique that's under 200, I buy it. If I see a regular gear piece that's under 600, I buy it. And if I see the SBCs, ABCs, whatever you want to call them, under 9999, I buy them. And that's it. That's where I go. It's really easy to do. And then ISO is 120. If I have under 120 of something, I buy it.
Yeah.
Super easy to go through stores, super fast to shop, and every time it's exactly the same. I don't look for pieces that are specifics. I don't look at any of that. This is the number I'm looking for to purchase. Because they're going to release characters that have these random uniques that you're not going to have if you don't do that. If you're looking for specific ones, you won't have those. And like
I try
when
to keep at least 70 of them.
Panda Pool came out, I had, what was it? It was 169, 179, something like that, hammer techs. You know?
Mhm.
It's like,
Well, yeah, because nobody needed it up until Spider Slayer.
Wooden Hulk.
Nobody.
Spider Slayer. Yeah.
It wasn't used.
Vulture. I'm just saying, there's characters that need it that you use all the time.
Now.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, before, yeah, a long time ago, there was nobody.
We're sitting on like 1,000 of those, but zero osmonium.
Well,
and
that's because you open them in orbs as well. And when you see them in the store, you buy them there, and then you open them in orbs, and then it kind of. When I swear to God, the game says like, oh, you have 70 of these. Oh, those are the ones we're going to give you.
Yeah.
I honestly think is what it does. And so you get overloaded all of a sudden on those. You get hundreds of them. And then, so if you do that right off the bat, like, you're going to be in such a good spot later on. And don't worry about spending gold, like, leveling up your characters and stuff right off the bat. Like I said, keep it low and slow. You know, use your gold in the supply section to buy those gear. Get that 1.5 million a day spent. You know, what you got left over out of that 1.5 million, use the gear somebody up. And then this day, I'm going to gear somebody up instead of buying in the supply store. And then that's how you do it. Just delegate, you know, your cash flow to wherever and whatever.
Yeah. I don't know, it just feels like there's, because they put so much in the battle pass and the strike pass, that they're banking on people buying, that they're holding out on a lot of the stuff. They're giving more orange gear in these stuff, which is good for newer players.
Yeah.
But then they lock the crimson and a lot of the teal gear stuff at the end of the whalestones that nobody gets to.
Yeah, so us people in the middle are kind of screwed.
We are.
Yeah.
I'm sitting on a crap ton of orange gear that...
And teal.
Some teal, yeah. For the most part. It depends on what class it is. Mystic, because of the last few Mystic teams, I was running low on, so I've only got like 400 of each of those, so I'm farming to build that back up.
Yeah, I guess, because mine's bio, because I'm just building Aid Force for War and Hive Mind and...
Oh, I planned ahead for Hive Mind. I was farming nothing but bio gear for ages. That and for my Gamma.
I'm still leveling up Gamma a little bit. Yeah, I just min-maxed Gamma.
Yeah, they work for me, so I was like, there's no point taking them to 18. They work.
Well, where mine are, I don't have the problem that you run into against, like, New Avengers. They don't target my Red Hulk because my Red Hulk isn't the most powerful on the team. They go after my She-Hulk and my A-Bomb instead because they're all equal.
Yeah, watching a 3-diamond Red Hulk just crumble.
Get beat down by Ronan.
I'm like,
made his bitch.
Well then.
That's
a waste. He's massive. 3 times the power of that tune, but okay.
It looks like ECW with the Sandman hitting with a kendo stick, just beating him down. Oh no.
I don't know. I still think they need to give a boost. Even Deadpool's boost wasn't enough to keep him, like, really relevant.
He does a lot more damage for sure. I actually noticed a difference quite a bit in that Crucible. I put that video up on YouTube.
I don't know. Like I said, the first time I played with them, they were broken AF, and
yeah, you were
the whole team died, and Deathpool is the only reason I won that match.
Yeah.
And by the skin of my teeth, thank the heavens, I actually won the first round of Crucible because he couldn't clear my Pegasus because all his raid teams were on defense.
Yeah.
So he had nothing to clear me with. But I would have been so mad when it's like, clear me in the screenshot, you can see Deathpool is alive, so why is Deadpool dead?
Yeah.
If she is on the board, he should have survived. Yeah. Unless I, bled them out when he happened to die and before he could revive? Like, no.
Yeah.
He should have been on the board. She was full health. Took out the entire Infinity Watch on her own. Like, atta girl.
That's right. Deathpool for the win. Yeah, if you're listening into this, we had a little bit of a complaint thing here, but it's healthy. This is our healthy way of getting it out. And some other things. If you're trying to mention in the comments stuff, I would recommend write it down or type it into the comments as you're listening, because if you wait till the end, you're going to forget.
Kind of like Vandy does. I love how he does that.
Yeah.
Like, what is this? He's going along.
Oh, yeah, please make reference to the question you're responding to, too, because sometimes we don't even know. We have to go through and listen to the video again.
Yeah.
But I definitely try to respond to everything in comments. So if you're new listening, say hi, even if it's just a hi in your name. And then if you are putting your stuff, say who you are in the game, too, so I can attach it to the name on YouTube, because some of them don't match, and I'm kind of curious who they are. So, or on Discord, if you'd rather Discord, that works too. It's just kind of fun just to see who is watching, who's commenting. And the more comments, the better, because it makes us feel
Who
like...
those voyeurs are. I wish there was a way of actually tracking who's watching.
Yeah, it's kind of good that it's not, because I don't want to see some of the people probably watching us.
I'm watching.
Like, oh yeah, I was talking about you. That's right. Oh, sorry. Not sorry. But anyways, thanks for listening in. We appreciate it. Please like and subscribe if you hadn't already. And hit me up on Discord or in the comments. Either way, let me know what you think and what we can do different, or if you have questions, comments, or concerns.
Yeah, hopefully I'll get him streaming a little bit more often.
Yeah, possibly. I just like spending time with you, babe. That's all it is.
Yeah, I'm just boring. I sit in my chair and crochet.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But anyways, thanks for listening in, and until next time, peace.